is 7:24 now. Time for your business news. Let's bring in Mike Eppel. Mike, happy Friday.
Hello. Thank you. Same to you. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you very much. I'm happy that it's Friday. So changes coming to the Canadian Emergency Response Benefit this weekend. So if you're still unemployed due to the pandemic, it's going to take some work to see where you now qualify.
Yeah, it depends whether you're on the Service Canada application for the Canada Emergency Response Benefit, or if you've been going through Canada Revenue Agency, the tax man. So if you're on one, you don't have to do much of anything, Service Canada. If you're on the CRA program, then you have to reapply. And there are, some extra challenges here, I suppose, Mary, because you have to basically kind of check in almost every 2 weeks now, as opposed to it just happening automatically. You have to show, your loss of income from your employer. And it's a little bit easier to get money because the previous restrictions were, I think, if you had $1,000 in income on any month, you couldn't qualify for this. And I think that goes by the wayside. The other thing I'm still waiting to hear is if this actually requires legislation to be passed today, because this was all part of the NDP saying whether or not they'd support the speech from the throne if they didn't see, which they eventually got, the weekly payment pushed up to $500 as it was with the CERB. So a few little wrinkles yet to come in this transition to that emergency benefit program.
Right. Okay. So let's talk Costco. By the way, they still don't have paper towels. I went in there the other day.
Oh, really? Okay.
They're reporting full year earnings. The CEO must be a very, very rich person.
It's, you know what? It's not a surprise that Costco made more than $4 billion in its latest fiscal year, first time ever. But of course, the market is weird because the stock is down. Because you go, well, why would you buy Costco? Why would you want it? Well, they're saying their internal costs have been on the rise because of the pandemic. They're putting up plexiglass and keeping people apart, doing all these things internally. So that might be a sort of a one-off, I suppose, because their sales growth was 12% year over year. And for a retail brand, that's massive. Margins were huge. So, there's just it doesn't seem like, whether it's Amazon or Costco or Walmart or any of these big box or e-commerce giants, that any of this is slowing down anytime soon.
All right, sticking with the theme for e-commerce giants, Amazon, the new product of the day, what is it called? Shows off new Alexa smart speakers.
Well, that's one thing.
And a tiny drone for your house.
Yes. Yeah, I like this thing because it's super small, and it's under the Ring brand, and you can kind of use your smartphone to buzz around your rooms in your house if you're not in the home to see what's going on. Now, for me, it's good if you're kind of, did I leave the iron plugged in? You can figure that out, right? Do that. At the same time, there are safeguards to keep it out of certain rooms, which I thought was interesting. You really want it buzzing around the bathroom? I'm just raising the question. And do you have a cat by any chance?
No, I don't.
No? Dog?
No.
Well, I'm wondering, if you've got a cat, for example, they see this drone buzzing around. Does the cat go and get it? I think it would be awesome, actually, but it's worth $250, so I don't know if you want to. You're kidding.
We don't need it. Anyways, Mike, have a great weekend.
I think it's good. I think it's going to be
Monday.
Fun. Thanks.
7:28 now here on BT. Coming up, we have this story from Kier Junos.
Film production is booming again in BC, and with streaming services starving for more content, one movie streaming giant is setting up shop in Metro Vancouver.